So I figured since the tier list trend is going out of style, and I haven't made a tier list video yet, that I would grab it by the balls so hard and squeeze so hard that it would be like using those shocky things that bring people back to life. And I'll basically be becoming the second coming of Jesus Christ in 2020, bringing back the tier list trend, single-handedly becoming the messiah of tier lists. And now that I've made tier lists, my Lazarus project, I'm going to be making a tier list video of ranking Instagram meme pages. So without further ado, let's bring the tier list trend back to life with a couple nipple twisters. So for the ranking of these meme pages, I have S tier all the way to F tier, the generic ranking scale. And then below that, I have Normie and 1-800-273-8255, which, for those of you who don't know, is the suicide hotline number. And this special rank of the suicide hotline number is for those meme accounts who just make you want to kill yourself. So if I do end up bringing these repressed memories of these meme accounts beating you as a child, there's the number that you can call, just in case. First off here, pretty familiar logo. I'm sure you all know who he is. Let's go ahead and put him in a special little spot there, and we'll move on. I'm going to split this into two different categories. We're going to go with the repost pages first, and then we're going to do the OC pages. And first up here we have I Have No Memes, whatever, version 67,842. His account is good for a repost account, you know. He does post ads here and there. It's not a lot of ads. Like scrolling through here, it's like probably one a day, which is kind of average. This is basically how I do ads. So, Mr. I Have No Memes, you've earned yourself a spot in the B tier category. Next up here we have Meme Dealer. Once again, this is not all the meme pages at all. You know, this is just ones that I follow. Some of them I don't follow, but these are just ones that I know of and found for the sake of this video. I didn't feel like putting about 200 accounts on here and ranking them all. This would be like a 4-hour video, and God knows I'm not editing that long of a video. We see, once again, not a whole lot of ads. Looks like a decent repost page. So what we're seeing here, just an ad here or there, you know, some good posts. Not a whole lot of ads that I'm seeing. So, for Mr. Meme Dealer, you've earned yourself a nice little A tier because you post less ads than I Have No Memes, and you post about the same content, so I think you deserve an A tier. And now, yes! And now, I think we're gonna have a companion joining Mr. 404 down in the suicide hotline number, Mr. Suck, with about 14 C's. This dude has a special place in my heart for making me want to die every single day of my life. I do not know why I did not unfollow this guy sooner. So, I'm not really sure. He may have changed his ways by now, but I unfollowed him about a month ago because he was spamming so many ads that I quite literally could not take it anymore. He's the only account that I've ever, in my history of having an Instagram account, he's the only person I've ever unfollowed for just the sheer amount of ads he's posted. So, you've earned a special spot in the suicide hotline number, also known as Hell, right beside Mr. 404. Next up, we got Major FLV with the Mr. Clean logo. So, Mr. Major FLV page looks pretty normal, you know. I don't see a whole lot of ads that are sticking out to me at first here. Mr. Major FLV has a pretty clean record here. I don't see any ads at all. So, congratulations, Mr. Major FLV, from the quick scan that I did, your quick cavity search that I gave up on you. You've passed the test, and I think you're our first S tier because you're a repost page that I see no ads, so no complaints. Solid memes, no ads? That's got to deserve an S tier, right? Next up here for my rectal exam, we got Best Clips, which after looking at this account and putting it in a rank, I'm definitely going to be needing one of those myself because I'll probably have prostate cancer. So, Best Clips with 2 eyes because why not? Yeah, just look at them. They still post these kind of memes. Yeah, for the most part, definitely a normie page, you know. The type of page that gives you cancer if you look at it for long enough. So, I think I've had my max amount of looking at that page for today, so we're just going to throw it in the normie category and move on. And what we're moving on to is definitely worse in my eyes, so it looks like next up the bat here we have a mange dog waiting outside to be put out of its misery, also known as Daquan. I think that Daquan is the definition of a normie page, but I'm debating if he deserves the suicide hotline number rank or the normie rank. Everyone knows Daquan's a normie. Daquan is the normie of all normies, but for the sake of sanity and the sake of reasoning, we're gonna put him down there with Mr. Suck in 404. You can tell just by his profile picture now, that where he has the mask on his profile picture. Yeah, I'm gonna be needing to call this number after this video. So I'm sure if any of you are like me, you're gonna be needing to call this number after this video. From what we've looked at so far of the cancer of these accounts, this is a better account here. Gas the Memes V2. This is actually one of the accounts that I know of the most. It's one I've had not a lot of history. Like we've never been best friends or anything, but it's someone that I've done like shout out with and whatnot, and I guess we're kind of friends, something along those lines. Looks like he posts some pretty solid content, some pretty solid memes. I'm not seeing any ads. I don't think I've seen any, unless I'm just skipping them. Maybe my eyesight's failing me. I'm starting to go into retina failure, but I don't think my eyes are deceiving me. I don't think he's placed a hidden ad jutsu on his account, so we're just gonna go ahead, place the homie Gas the Memes V2 straight up into the S tier with major FLV. Next up here, Funny Hood Vids, the originator of the cancer account. 16 million followers. From a name like Funny Hood Vids, you would expect funny videos from the hood, but what you get is more normie than Daquan, and more ads than Daquan. I can't really tell the difference between an ad and a normie meme, honestly, but I'm just guessing all these girls posing is the ads, which I would probably be raw in that assumption. I'm not going to go deep diving through these posts, but yeah. Funny Hood Vids, you are definitely a normie account. I don't want to be looking at your account anymore. I'm starting to feel like Walter White out here. I may have to start cooking meth to cope for my cancer. So yeah, Funny Hood Vids, you deserve a rank of your own below the suicide hotline number, but everyone knows I don't have enough time or motivation to make another rank, so you're just gonna go down with the rest of the idiots. Next up, as our last repost page, is 21 Chromosomes. Seems to be decent repost page that doesn't really post many ads. So, from my analysis here, I'm not seeing any ads, and once again, looks like some pretty solid content from the looks of it here. Looks like some decent memes, some dank quality memes, you know, that 420 stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and throw Mr. 21 Chromosomes up into the S tier. Now, for the cream of the crop, the meme accounts that everyone loves, the OC meme accounts. So first up here for the golden boys of meme accounts, the OC meme accounts, depression flavored memes. We'll put him in the S tier. So next up here we got Mr. BLTW.mp4, who's a big mega penis slinger when it comes to OC meme accounts. We'll just go ahead and drag him up into the S tier. Next up here we have Startup.mp4. Once again to the S tier. And if you haven't guessed already, last up to bat would be Labyrinth.mp4. We'll just go ahead and throw him up there in S tier. First up in the wanting to die category, we have Mr. Wet Spicy Memes. I hate that guy. He's such an awful account. I really wish he would delete his account. Suck, which same thing goes for him as I said about Wet Spicy Memes. Daquan. No one likes Daquan. Let's be honest here. He's the account that everyone wants to get took off the ventilator. Like, he's been on the ventilator for probably 2 years now. We just want to get him unhooked, but his family won't let him go. And then Funny Hood Vids, which I didn't think it was possible, but now revisiting these accounts, he's worse than Daquan. There's an account worse than Daquan. And that should make you feel pretty happy that you have the life you have. You could be Funny Hood Vids or Daquan. Just let that sink in. Oh shoot, bro, come on in. So, as part of the awful community known as meme accounts on Instagram, which is a cesspool nowadays, I think that this is good enough for a tier list. And if you do disagree with this, shoot me an email and make sure you put the subject as penis picture, and I'll be sure to open it. And I guess that does it for me. This is my tier list. Take another look at it, take another gander. This is more trustworthy than the Bible. This tier list and the ranks are more set in stone than the 10 Commandments. This is what you should live by. This is what would be inside the Holy Grail if they found it. So, just call me the Meme Messiah, the Jesus Christ of meme accounts. And yeah, I guess that's it. So, I'll see you next time. Peace out.